Friday Night Fever with Mike Ludlam.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Lily Zhao in for Mike Ludlam, and welcome to Week 8 of Friday Night Fever. Well, all across the UP were soggy, cold, windy conditions, but many teams needed a late surge to become playoff bound. We'll begin first in Marquette County as the 6-1 Redmen hosted the Negaunee Miners for a shot at the Diamond Jubilee Trophy. While the rain was coming down and buckets were scoreless in the second quarter, 1st and 10 from the 40, Austin Johnson takes the handoff and goes 28 yards down to the Marquette 12-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd down, though, for the Miners on their 15. Demetrius Mullen makes a big stand here for the Redmen defense, comes through with a big sack, and that brings down 4th down for Negaunee. So Dave LaHillier's crew wants to make a stand in the red zone. So instead of the run here for the Miners, Ryan Sergila goes to the air. But this time he will be picked off by Connor Barrazo at the 2-yard line. However, Marquette can't get anything going offensively either, so they'll be back to punt on 4th down. Maxwell Bednarik drops the ball at first, but then picks it up and boots it 53 yards deep into Miners territory. The Redmen get the ball back with 16 seconds remaining in the half. Brett Place decides to keep on to it, scrambles ahead, but Marquette runs out of time. It's 0-0 at the half, and in the end, the Redmen needed a last-second field goal as they win 9-8 over Negaunee. They now are 7-1 on the season. To Kingsford, the Flivvers celebrating their homecoming, taking on the Gladstone Braves in the first. Kingsford drives down to the 1-yard line, and Cole Moreau punches it in for the touchdown. Into the second quarter now, the Flivvers again. This time, Joe Hofer rolls out to his right and finds a wide-open Austin Stanchina. The lead is now 12-0 in favor of Kingsford. And, of course, their fans are fired up. Still in the second now, Flivvers in the red zone. They take the high snap and hand it to Sam Santi. He knows what to do with that. Into the end zone for another touchdown for the Kingsford team. Later, though, the Braves trying to get something going offensively, but nothing to it. Kingsford wins big tonight, 41-20 over Gladstone. And by the way, Kingsford, they put on a phenomenal halftime show. Take a look at that, Superman. Pretty cool. A small but dedicated crowd braved the elements to cheer on the home Manistique Emeralds. Manistique starts the game off by fumbling the opening kickoff, and Westwood recovers. The turnover leaks to Luke Gray as he punches it in for the score. It's 7-0 Westwood. Manistique bobbles the kickoff again, but they retain possession. But on the first play from scrimmage, they will fumble it again, so the Patriots will take over. They capitalize and go to 13-0 with 7:59 to go in the first quarter. Travis Bohm, though, tries to spark the Manistique offense, but again, the turnover bug will bite the Emeralds. This one is actually recovered in the end zone by the Patriots. They win 59-0 over Manistique. They're now 6-2 on the season and playoff bound for the first time since 2011. Quarterback Trevor Burke, 150 yards on the ground and 3 touchdowns. Over in Bark River Harris, the Broncos hosted the North Central Jets in the first quarter. Hunter Messersmith right into the end zone, and the Broncos have a 6-0 lead. Now, the first half went back and forth, so here come the Jets. Rob Granquist buying time, hooks up with Jason Whitens over the middle, and he does the rest. 33 yards into the end zone, and after the 2-point conversion, North Central has the 8-6 lead. But in the second quarter, back on the Broncos, Alex Mathias punches it in, and Bark River Harris regains the lead 14-8. But the Jets say, hey, let's come back and get another touchdown. Granquist this time with the quarterback keeper. He will roll left and eventually score, but the Broncos explode in the second half for the 44-22 win over the Jets, and they are also playoff bound. Let's go to Hurley, 3 hours west to Wisconsin, where Iron Mountain met the Midgets for the first time since 1968, and that's where TV6's Mike Ludlam went. So, on the first Iron Mountain drive, 3rd and 12 on the Mountaineer 44. Tanner Hootery rolls right, keeps the ball. The defense cannot find him. Nice cut to avoid a defender, and he's gone. 56 yards for the touchdown, and the Mountaineers have a 7-0 lead. Now, Hurley's first drive was a 4th down near midfield. And Matt Christopherson will take the snap. He needs 4 yards for the first down, but Jacob Lefevre brings him down after just 1 yard. But the Mountaineers cannot take advantage. In the second quarter now, Hurley coach Scott Erickson changes quarterbacks. Number 3 is Jacob Tenlin. And he hands the ball off to Nick Fink. Fink finds a hole and outruns just about everybody. 44 yards to the promised land for the score, and the Midgets are now within a point. So Cole Hootery runs in the 2-point conversion to give Hurley an 8-7 lead, but Iron Mountain storms right back as they win by a point, 23-22 over Hurley. Let's hop in the car. Let's go to Ironwood, where the Red Devils hosted Calumet. In the second quarter now, the Copper Kings find the end zone again. Quarterback Tyler Locust keeps the ball, 14 yards for the score. And the extra point gives Calumet a 36-0 lead. Ironwood tries to get their offense going. Quarterback Denver Sherrow rolls to the far side. He's pressured and desperately throws, and Russ Bajorn makes the interception. And on the next play for the Copper Kings, Locust will keep the ball on the option, and he scores from 15 yards out. Calumet raises its record to 5-3 with a 42-8 win over Ironwood. It was a big night for the Munising Mustangs, and they would clinch their conference championship tonight. But it was an even bigger night for senior Garrett Blank. 5:45 left in the first quarter, 2nd and 10 on the 31, and Blank notches 1,000 rushing yards on the season. He now has 1,130 on the year. Very impressive. Middle of the second quarter, 3rd and 3 on the 37. Blank again. He carries the ball right up the middle for the first down. And that'll set up Corey Cotty on the 10-yard line with a rolling dive into the end zone. Touchdown Mustangs. They would go on to wrap Stevenson 48-6, and of course they are conference champs. Up north, Hancock hosted the 7-0 West Iron County Wycons. Doesn't take long for West Iron to get started. Their running game going on strong. Alex Schmellebeck, 40 yards the other way. Brandon Zamora makes the touchdown-saving tackle. Then Jake Polich runs it in for the first score of the game, and the Wycons have a 6-0 lead. Then Brandon Olson scores the touchdown 2 minutes later. That was 40 yards on that one. Polich punches it in for the 2-point conversion, and it's 14-zip Wycons. Bulldogs fought hard, though. Hancock's Lyle Johnson to Isaiah Beckela. He escapes one tackle, but taken down by Phil King. West Iron just too strong as they win 46-6 over Hancock. To 8-man football, where Bellaire hosted Cedarville. Trojans on an offensive onslaught early. Mike Bailey goes 30-plus yards down near the goal line. And his teammate Blake Melvin will finish it off for the Trojans as Cedarville has a 7-0 lead. Now the Eagles on offense, though, getting a lucky break here. After Rick Foster's pass bounces off the pads, Hayden Nepoth recovers it. They would fail to score, and on the ensuing punt, Brad Cosley for the Trojans. 93 yards the other way. Cedarville has a 13-0 edge. No problem for tonight for the Trojans. 57-14 win over Bellaire. Well, when we come back, let's check on NMU hockey. A very busy day tomorrow in sports and GLIAC football. Michigan Tech hopes to remain unbeaten in the GLIAC as they host Grand Valley State, while NMU hosts Wayne State inside the Superior Dome. Of course, NMU hockey continues play tomorrow against Wisconsin. And in some Big Ten football, Michigan State travels to Indiana, and Michigan has a bye week this week. And on Sunday in the NFL, Lions and Saints, that'll be a good one. Packers and Panthers, we'll see what happens. Have a great night and a great weekend, everybody.